Hello, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising. Before I begin, I'd like to remind you this is a general reading. Okay, so laid before you is your spiritual advice card. And you have received the Green Man upright. So, wonderful card to get. This is new beginnings. This is thinking of something in a new way, in a new light. Looking at things positively, not negatively. Being optimistic. So, spiritually, I feel that your mindset is on a new path. Maybe for some of you, you're going to a new church, or you're starting to go to church. Others, you will be practicing some other ritual or practice that fulfills you spiritually. Some of you may be meditating, and if you're not, no matter what your religion, that's always my advice, is to meditate. Some of you may be just praying more, or actually reading a religious text of some kind, or studying of some kind. Some of you, I feel, will even start doing things just like being more open and putting yourself out there. Talking more to others, saying, I am here if you need to talk. I am, just being more open to opportunities and to people and to situations, because for some of you, that is going to be good for your spiritual growth. That's something that you don't normally do, and you're like, I am open arms, I am here, I'm an open book, come read me, or whatever. So that's great. For others, I feel that this is like, some of you may be like just starting something new that's, good for your physical health, maybe an exercise routine, maybe a diet, or a new medication for some of you. But this is a new start on the right path. And, even if it's a physical thing, that's okay. Every area of our life affects our spirituality. Everything's connected to it. So keep that in mind. This is a new beginning in some area to enhance and achieve a closer relationship with God and the universe, and expand your enlightenment in this journey of life. Okay, so moving on. Oh, before I begin, I'd also like to say, before I move on, this card could also symbolize or represent nature. So some of you may be going out in nature. I know it's cold out in the northern hemisphere. We'll keep that in mind. But hiking or anything that you can do outside will be great for you. Okay. For your Earth card, for your work, your finances, career, money, you receive the Three of Chalices upright. Or this is the Three of Cups in the traditional tarot. And this is a get-together. Like, it doesn't have to be a trio, but it's like a group of people. It's more than two. This, to me, symbolizes like a work environment, but it's a happy work environment. Like, you can make friends with these people that you are working with, and maybe some of you have friends that you work with. This is being happy in that social circle. And this could even be a celebration. Maybe there's some kind of celebration going on in your workplace. Or maybe somebody has a birthday, maybe somebody's moving on to something better and they're throwing a farewell party. I don't know. But this could symbolize a party or a celebration. But it doesn't have to. This could just be feeling like a close-knit connection with the people that are surrounding you in your work field or in your workplace. Financially, things are well. You're maybe indulging a little bit, but that's okay. There's a time for that, and that's all good. I feel that you're really experiencing that and enjoying that. So whatever you're doing in your workplace, I do feel that you are happy in that environment. Now, for those of you who don't work, this can still symbolize being happy with a group of people. And getting to know people better and sharing commonalities. And maybe even partnering up there might be some ideas thrown around, or actually going through with some ideas with you and other people, like forming some kind of group to where you're making business plans, or a business together. Okay, with your air card for your communications with your friends and families and your thoughts, you have the Eight of Wands upright. This is things moving swiftly and quickly. This is your thoughts running, 90 miles an hour. And sometimes when I get this card, what it really symbolizes is like things are moving too quickly for my mind to keep up. So this is a good card in the sense that, if you were waiting on anything, or if time has been dragging on a certain issue, it's going to speed up. You're going to be getting results quicker than expected. Things are going to be happening. There won't be any kind of delays or anything like that. This could also represent news or some kind of communication coming your way from a distance. Sudden progress, swift action. This could be travel. This card could represent travel. Now, the warning that comes with this card is just to, go with the flow. Try not to get too overwhelmed, because when things do move quickly, if your brain isn't able to keep up with it, it can feel a bit overwhelming and daunting. And it's like, with the time, just slow down for a day so I can have some time to breathe and think. But for those of you who have been waiting on something, or waiting on some kind of resolution or solution to something, you're going to be getting that answer or that solution to whatever that is that you've been waiting on. And since this is in your air sector for your communications with friends and family, I also feel that, you could be talking to a lot more people than normal, making more friends. And I feel, I think that for a lot of you, your mind will be running really quickly, because there's just a lot to think about. I think you have a lot of planning going on. And you have a lot of new goals and things that you want to achieve. So I think your mind is just moving very quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to your fire card with your challenges and your actions. And you have the Three of Swords upright. This is the heartbreak card. No one likes getting this card. So there is a challenge. There is some kind of heartbreak going on. This is generally about something that's happened in the past that you still haven't quite healed over or had closure over. This is something that still lingers and still hurts when you think about it. And it can affect you on a day-to-day basis, depending on how deeply you let yourself think about it. So that's definitely a challenge. And I mean, of course, the situation of pain is different for each and every one of you. But the fact that your emotions are still hurt over it, you're saddened over it, it's still very much there. With your water card, with your emotions and your love life, you have the Eight of Chalices or the Eight of Cups upright. This is moving on to something new. This is leaving something behind and moving on to something new. And I feel like that's really the big theme, that you're starting new things. And it's not just in one area of your life. It's in many different areas of your life. You have personal goals that will help you grow spiritually. Things that you don't generally, or maybe you wouldn't talk to other people about. Maybe some of you would, but you know, depending on how close the person is. This is your personal spiritual practice right here, and you have new goals. You're opening yourself up to social circles and to people. Things are happening. Things are coming into fruition, and they're happening quickly. But there's something there, you know, something that's still negative that lingers that you need to let go. And perhaps you are coming to that realization, and perhaps you are letting it go. For some of you, this is going to be unrelated to this Three of Swords. There may be a couple different situations here. But for some of you, this is the same issue. Okay, whatever is hurting you here, you will be letting go. And that's good. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on. You know, some of you are leaving a situation that that you don't want to leave. It's like you're forced to leave. You're forced to come to the realization that things aren't meant to be. You wanted them to be. So this could be with anyone. This could pertain to a romantic relationship. This could pertain to a child or a spouse or a relative or a friend, or this could even be like work or a job or just any kind of social circle. It doesn't have to just be romantic or anything like that. But you are not, you know, how do I say it? Like, I don't want to say you're not welcome, but this is not something that you're fitting into. So, you know, you're deciding to move in a different direction. Open yourself up to new different types of people and new different types of ways and thinking, and trying to move on. For others, this is a situation that, you know, you've even helped create. Whenever you get the Eight of Cups, you need to ask yourself, okay, why am I leaving? Am I running away? Or am I just now coming to the realization that, you know, this no longer suits me? But, you know, why are things such a mess, or why are they bad? Is there some kind of, you know, are you being irresponsible by leaving? You got to ask those questions. I feel that most of you are moving on, and it's very just for you to move on, and there's nothing else that you need to do other than move on. But there will be, you know, a few of you that you need to look at the situation, because did you help create the mess? Because maybe you should clean the mess up before you move on. Okay, maybe you should try to get that closure. Not just turn your back on a big mess and leave it for others to pick up, because that's going to lead to negative karmic reaction down the line. You know, we want this to be a moving forward card, not an abandonment card. And it is an upright card. So like I said, the majority of you, you're moving on, and it's very necessary for you to move on. It's very necessary for you to try new things and to leave situations or emotion. I feel like a lot of you, this isn't like a physical situation. It's an emotional relationship situation. It's something that, you know, maybe you wanted a close relationship with a certain person, but you're coming to that realization it's just not working. It's not going to work. They don't want it like I do. So that is your reading in its entirety. Well, I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please push that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And don't forget to leave a comment. And with that, I will talk to you next time, and God bless.